So you've run your ad in the test period for 3 days and it's either created a profit or it's broken even. So you have a winning test ad. We talked about this in the previous lecture. You've dropped all the other ones. Now what are you going to do? How are you going to scale this thing up to start making some serious cash? Well, rookie mistake number one. Do not be tempted to ramp it up by 100x, 100 times, for example. So this is a classic mistake. You're spending $3 a day and you think, right, I found it. I will now ramp up to $300 a day. Because if you do that, and I can understand the temptation, because suddenly you're going to reach an enormously, going to reach a massive audience compared to before, and presumably, start selling 100 times more product and therefore 100 times more profit. If you do that, what happens is you confuse, believe it or not, the Facebook algorithm. Okay, you just need to accept this. The Facebook algorithm is a little bit of a sensitive beast, and you can't just ramp up by 100x in one go. So what you do is you increase your budget by 1.5 times. Okay, so if you're spending $3 a day, for example, and you found the winning ad, increase it to $4.50 a day. All right, so you've gone from $3 to $4.50, and then at $3.50, keep that for another 3 days. So we are making baby steps. And in fact, this makes a huge amount of sense, because not only are we not confusing the Facebook algorithm, but in business, it's daft to suddenly make huge increases in spending when you're still not 100% sure about this product. Sure, the test period went well, but what you still want to do is make little baby steps and make sure that you're on the right path each time. Yeah, each time we go. So just go from $3 multiplied by 1.5, so $4.50, and keep it for another 3 days. Now, at the end of that 3-day period, it's the same question you need to ask yourself, or you can see it on your ads manager. Did you generate a profit or at least break even? Yeah, it's a yes or no question. It's very, very simple to answer. If it's a yes, then you want to increase the budget by another 1.5x. So we were at $4.50, and if I try and do that in my head, we're going to end up with something like $6, let's say, right? A little bit more. So and I'll hold that for another 3 days and see if I can create a profit or break even. And if I do, then I'll increase it by another 1.5 for 3 days, and so I'll go on and on like that. Now, eventually, you're going to get to spending $100 or maybe $200, $300, $400 a day. But all that while you've been doing that, you are making sales. You're covering your costs at very least if you're break even. And if you're making a profit, then happy days. You're sticking money in the bank. This is great stuff. But if you don't do that, what you want to do is go back to the previous budget. So any time in that loop of increasing the budget by 1.5x and holding it for 3 days, if you don't make a profit, just drop it down to where you were before. Keep it for another 3 days. If it didn't work that time, then maybe drop it back down again. Or if it did, bring it back up again. Yeah. So you are making these small changes either way, and that is how you scale correctly. Okay. It's baby steps. It's bit by bit. It's patience. It's using your hard-earned money correctly and wisely in order to generate profit.